There's a lot to find out when...
And so the San Antonio Spurs closing out the quarter ahead by 11 points. Their work from distance has been impressive, and it's put them in this lead right now. We'll be right back after this word.
66.
These teams, one side trying to mount a group for Joe Mazzulla as we begin to say with this. Takes the three. Lets it go from 14. Yama's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Hi, guys. Well, the chosen one in their last game against the Pacers delivered quite a performance. He picked up 38 points, and his shot was on point, especially from downtown and the charity stripe. He was really special in that game, and they're hoping he can repeat that kind of performance tonight. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Allie. Absolutely. He was a one-man show in that one, Grant.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same mentality tonight.
One of the things I like about this guy, he's able to up the intensity whenever needed, and players really feed off his energy.
And yep, it's good.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
Where was the defense? No help. You can't afford to give up these kinds of buckets.
Good, solid start to the half, hitting 3 out of 4.
Just over 1.5 minutes have passed in the third quarter. Oh, they get a hand on it. Stolen by Lowry. Here's the break. Randolph grabs the miss.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
They've now had assists on each of their last 3 buckets.
Spurs lead by 13. Here's West. He's got 34. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. West has got 10 points here in the second half.
Well, you love that they've been able to rely on him time and time again. You love the effort here late.
Pass to Randolph. Here's Starks. Takes a three. Rebound by San Antonio. Carroll's got 4 rebounds in the game.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Here's West. He's got 36 points. This one for 3. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
San Antonio foul.
So San Antonio going with almost an entire new group here. There's 48 seconds left in the third quarter. Yet another bucket.
And now he is tied for the second most 40-point games in an NBA season. What an incredible year.
Boy, he's brought it every night, and nobody seems to have the answer for him. Pass to Starks. To the middle. And there's the rejection. And they'll get another chance. There's 21 seconds left in the third. Here's West. Good! Another from three. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
West, his third personal foul. Penalty. At the line, shooting for Brooklyn. Stepping to the line with 2 shots.
He misses the free throw. Good on the second one. And there's another one for the Spurs.
Yeah, just late help on the defensive side. I mean, just another breakdown for them.
And I'll tell you, you look up at the scoreboard, that's correct. They have a big lead for a reason.
And 3/4 of play in the books. This one's all but over already. San Antonio on top, running away with this one. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get set for quarter number 4. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. All right, on the floor for San Antonio starting the 4th quarter. And it's Silva in at the 5 down low.
Every player goes through this. When your shots aren't going down, it can ding your confidence.
And so many screens today ride that line of moving or not. Doris, think players get away with too much movement on picks?
I think, Brian, it definitely feels like there's a lot more gray area. You have these things now called drag screens. A lot of screens today feel like maybe 30 years ago they would have been a foul. So, hey, I always say, BA, officiating in this league with the speed and the skill is really, really difficult.
Well, Brooklyn's shooting at 49% so far in the game. Robinson passes to Hall.
And with plenty of time left, that's his 4th foul. He needs to stay cognizant of that moving forward.
Suggs is checked in for San Antonio.
Spurs.
Here's Robinson. Here's Newton. Pass to Miles. And a miss there on the triple.
Registering 3 threes in the first half. He hasn't hit one since.
Here's West. Again! What an avalanche!
That's 52 points for him.
Making it all look too easy right now. Outside Robinson. And the foul called on Jalen Suggs. That's his first foul of the game. And several years ago, the NBA introduced the Supermax. How do you think it's worked out, Doris?
Yeah, I think every decision, Brian, that the league makes is trying to make sure that everybody has an equal opportunity for a championship. This particular implementation has made it easier for small market teams to retain their stars. And think about it. Even if someone signs it and then gets traded, at least those teams get an opportunity to get big draft capital. That's huge.
For San Antonio.
All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Spurs?
Well, they have owned the offensive perimeter throughout this game, finding lots of openings and turning them into big shots.
They've also made a concerted effort to get the ball down low. Many of their points coming in that painted area tonight.
Wembanyama's checked in for San Antonio.
Now, Jalen Suggs is a player that does a little bit of everything, understanding what's expected and how he can carve out time in the rotation.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
Three-pointer. And again.
This game has his name written all over it.
He has been phenomenal. An offensive onslaught. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. Oh, there's the alley. Tipped. They retain possession. And so it's Suggs. He brings it up for the Spurs. A great fourth quarter. Just giving up 2 points.
Getting buckets at a critical time. Just give him the ball and let him go to work.
Here's Robinson. Pass to Hall. To stop the run. Brooklyn, no good that time either.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Fires from the wing. And San Antonio again with a bucket.
Boy, every time he goes up now, it just looks like the shot's going in. He's perfect from the field in this quarter.
Here's Robinson. Silva with a rebound. Silva's got 9 rebounds now. Wembanyama up top. Oh, Wembanyama throws it down. And that's a double-double for him now.
Making plays at both ends of the floor, and it shows up in the box score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call.
San Antonio ball.
And a chance now to look at the schedule for San Antonio. On Wednesday, they're off to New York to face off with the Knicks. And then Friday, they're off to Charlotte to face off with the Hornets.
The road is never the highlight of your schedule for any team. But for these guys, it is a chance to go out there, test themselves, and see how well they gel outside of home court. It could be a very valuable experience. It's been an outstanding performance for them in just about every area.
You know this. It's not easy building a lead on the road, but this team has been lights out throughout the game.
Pass to Dudley. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Dudley's got his first 2 points. Brooklyn has got nothing to fall from outside the arc here in the fourth. 0 for 4. Robinson passes to Hall. Over Suggs. Offensive struggles continue. Missing again for San Antonio. They've gone 8 of 9 here in the fourth quarter. Pass to West. The 3 is up. Another bucket. Wow. That's 62 points. 62.
Amazing. A remarkable performance from him so far.
Outside Robinson. Here's Hall. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Hall's got himself on the board with a 3 there.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
The chosen one, the pass to Suggs. Out left to the wing. Here's West. Robinson defending. 5 on the clock. Spurs need to get one up here. And again for 3.
He's been on the money from deep.
Definitely looking to shoot as much as possible. Doris, coaching is a difficult job. You think they're judged unfairly?
I do, PA. I think they go into any circumstance, and it's largely contingent on what is the strength of the organization. What's your ownership like? What is their commitment level to winning? What is your front office and the decision-making process like? But we all know this. Like, the coaches ultimately are the ones who are judged by wins and losses. They know that going in.
To the inside. Drops in the layup for 2.
Well, just tremendous composure on the interior. Read the defense, take advantage of the situation, and deliver.
Well, San Antonio's shooting an amazing 61%. Looking confident. Pass to West. Suggs outside. Inside. And the basket by West.
And trying to put the game away, he's been nails all evening.
And he hasn't forced much tonight. I love the efficiency he's giving to them.
Robinson passes to Macy. Here's Newton. There's the three. And so it looks like the Nets will retain possession here.
Substitutions on the court.
Knocks it loose. Baggerich. The rebound by the Spurs. Here's West. Oh, another one falls. 71 points and no end in sight.
He's in the zone. The defense looks helpless.
A minute and a half left in the game.
Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Spurs.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
And all year, they've just found a way to win. 70 games in total. Consistency can be so elusive in this league. But they've got the talent, and their coach has pushed all the right buttons. It's been exciting to watch.
And they meet just twice, so taking the first meeting means a lot to this team.
And what a huge performance it was for the chosen one.
What you love about his performance is that he is simply taking what the defense allows and then making the most of his opportunities.
Showing great intensity around the rim is part of why he's a respected defender.
And what you love about his work defensively, the ability to challenge and change shots without fouling.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
To the paint, the 6-footer. It's hauled in by Wembanyama. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Down low. Here we go, one-on-one. Newton, good.
The best way to get a clean look is with those quick hitters on the break.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
Here's West. From downtown, misses. And so it's San Antonio easily grabbing this one. A statement road victory. So impressive.
Statement indeed, B.A. It was in enemy territory. They controlled the game and took the crowd completely out of it. That's how you win on the road.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, and our entire crew, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you next time.
I can't pay your bills just like he did. I ain't fine now. I was being real, not like he did. Where you find now? Put him on a leash and make him think back to everything they said. They know it's me, I don't yell. Talking about say less when you say something, cause you always getting upset. Say no, but I never get depressed in, so it's on red. Only coming in late when I look clean, I'ma make a mess. They don't see me, but I see they face when I make a mess. Yeah.
Oh, they had fashion on their minds as they entered the building. Soon, the only thing the Spurs will be thinking about is a win here at home. Hi, everyone. We're coming to you live on 2K. Here are the 5 for the Raptors. We've got White. Dillingham is out there with Barry. Then there's Doherty. And it's Salon in at the 4-man position. And for the Spurs, they've got Wembanyama. And it's Lowry in at the 2 guard. And these two teams are both aggressive, attacking in transition.
Well, you've got to play to your strengths, right? But really, the league in general is looking for early offense. These teams, no different.
White, good.
And the first of many to come. Explosive offensive talent on both sides.
And if everything goes to plan, this could be a very fun matchup to watch.
Now here's West. A 3 ball. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Dillingham with it, defended by West. From outside the arc. Dillingham, no good. Here's Brevin. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game. This game coming on the heels of their win against the Kings.
Yeah, and that one, they just locked it down defensively. Challenged shots and really protected the rim.
They were very disciplined on that end of the floor, staying attached to shooters and disrupting plays with their active hands.
First quarter, just over a minute played. For 3, West. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Richard, one thing is for sure with these Spurs, a lot of top free agents have got to be looking at him now as a destination.
It doesn't take a lot of skill to see that Wemby is a different type of player. And look, if you are a free agent, that's the player that you want to look at to say, hey, can I team up with him and go on a string of championships?
Pass to Barry. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Outside Lowry. Fires from the corner. And there's West. That's good on the assist by Lowry. And it's 8 points for the chosen one.
Ideal way to start the game. Come out of the gate and knock down all but one of your first 5 shots.
Pass to Doherty. And they get it. There's the killer 2-handed slam.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. West, right side. Lock at 6. The 3. Hits it from 3-point range. West has got 11.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Inside. And he dunks it down.
While he's a bit undersized over 4, he more than makes up for it with his balance.
Spurs leading by 6. Lowry finds West. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Count it. Good. He's got 13.
How about 5 of 6 to start? Looks like he brought his A game.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Dillingham wide open, and he fires. Misses the jumper. And it's Lowry with the ball. Brings it up for the Spurs. For 3, West. It's rebounded by Salon. Raptors trail by 8. To the paint, here's Doherty, and finished off by Doherty.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up. And his ability to efficiently score, that's really helped him out in this one, putting them ahead on the scoreboard.
For Toronto, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Dishes at Dwight. Beyond the arc. Salon, no good. Here's San Antonio now. They're on a 17-6 run. Here's West. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
They got off to such a hot start, and that can keep you energized throughout the whole game.
Here's Dillingham. No scoring in this one. Good defense by Wembanyama.
And there comes a point when, for the team's sake, you might want to move it. He's hurting them with all of these misses.
This season has been full of surprises, Greg. What's surprising you most about the NBA right now?
Kevin, the game evolves constantly. I mean, the increased speed of the league, a lot more scoring. If your eyes aren't glued to the action, you might miss it.
And the first one at the line is good, so it's both teams making substitutions here. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Raptors trail by 12. Here's Barry. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game.
And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
They're limiting the offensive possessions for the other team. Tough to win with no extra possessions.
Again, the miss by the Spurs.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good look.
Boeheim, that's good.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from D.
Here's Black. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Couldn't come up with a much better start than this. They just have to keep it going.
And it's Boeheim missing. San Antonio leading by 11. To the inside. Here's Barnes. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Here's Barry. Still without a basket. Offensive rebound. Can't connect from short range. San Antonio's gone 3 of 5 from three-point land so far in the ballgame. Black in the post. Here's Silva. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Here's Haywood. Barnes grabs the miss. Pass to Grobit. And out of bounds as the Raptors gain possession. And the Spurs making a change here. Armstrong's checked in. There's 1:26 left in the first. Pass to Haywood. To the middle. Here's Clemens. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Now Haywood, scoreless thus far. Clemens with the bucket. Here's Black. 9-point game. There's 53 seconds left here in the opening quarter. There's the drive.
when you find yourself up double digits in the first quarter, you know you're doing something right.
They were ready to roll right through the tip. There was no warm-up period. There was only, let's do this.
It's stolen. In transition, here come the Spurs. And he makes that one.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
Here's Barry. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
Barnes outside. Lets the three fly, and it is good at the buzzer. Wow!
Ringing the bell. That's the way to close the quarter.
He knew exactly how he wanted to do it, too. There was no doubt in his mind that it was going to fall.
And as we conclude the first quarter, a one-sided game so far. Spurs lead by 16. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And guys, we've seen a confident-looking Spurs team out there.
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Credit the game plan coming in. They've identified some weaknesses, and they are exploiting them.
So on the floor for Toronto to start this second quarter. Dillingham is out there with Haywood. Then it's White. Then there's Doherty. And it's Garcia in at the 4. Well, some have argued that Wembanyama deserved Defensive Player of the Year consideration in his rookie year.
And Kevin, I can see where they're coming from. His team went from a bottom 5 defense to a top 5 defense when he was on the floor. His impact is amazing.
Down low, here's Hunt. Lays it up and banks it in. Hunt's got 4 points this quarter.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
White, wide open. He fired. Had the space there, but it's offline. Spurs leading by 22. Armstrong passes to Carroll. Lowry against Haywood. Here's Wembanyama. The shot's good on the assist by Lowry. Lowry's got 3 assists tonight. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Haywood kicks to White. Gets the jumper from the corner to fall. White's got his second bucket tonight.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
He gets it in there.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And the pass to Doherty. Outside, White. Back to Doherty. To the right side. Here's Haywood. And the 3 ball is good. Haywood's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
That's a guy you want taking shots. A quality offensive player.
Wembanyama passes to Armstrong. Shoots over Garcia. Another one falls for San Antonio.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Pass to Dillingham. Here is Haywood. Six on the shot clock. Releases from 15. They get it again. Spurs leading by 23. Here's Hunt. Goes back up. And Carroll gets it to go. Carroll's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
Dillingham, no good.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you.
Here is Haywood following the bucket by the Spurs. And Dillingham with the basket on the assist by Haywood. Haywood's got 4 assists in the game. Spurs have gone 8 of 9 in the second quarter. Very nearly perfect from the field. Good work there as it goes. Wembanyama's got his second bucket.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
So timeout called here, the first for Toronto. They come into this one having outplayed the Magic last game.
Well, it helps when your opponent makes that many mistakes. I thought that was the story of the game.
It definitely made things easier for them. When the other team is just handing you the ball back, you got to make them pay for it.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hi, guys. The chosen one in the last game against the Kings was tremendous. He picked up 39 points and was reliable as ever from distance. And those are big numbers he put up. It's hard to match. But he'll be aiming high again tonight. Back to you guys.
Thanks, David. Yeah, it was a special night for him. The team really fed off his energy.
Yeah, the catalyst for that win, it was an effort that I'm sure he's hoping to replicate tonight.
And it's very likely that he and his guys can carry that momentum into this one.
Here's Armstrong. Not happening that time. His second miss in 5 shots. Toronto's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. White. A three-pointer off the mark.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
And here's West for 3. Tries again. Here's Wembanyama.
And, you know, it's one thing to get the offensive rebound, but then how about the loud bucket he's able to convert?
He was in perfect position under the hoop, Greg. You're right. Once he gets his hands on the miss. White, good. White's got 5 points now in the quarter.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
West outside. Latrey. Rebound by the Raptors.
In the first quarter, he was raining down threes. That's not the case here in the second.
Dillingham, no good. And here's Wembanyama. He'll bring it up for the Spurs. For 3, West. Number 12 goes in. He's made 7 out of 12 now.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone until someone stops him. Just let him roll.
Toronto ball.
Super Bowl team. So it's the San Antonio Spurs having no problems at all. Up 29 points heading into the next quarter.
The Raptors, 30.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. What can you say? The chosen one, an impressive effort here today.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on him from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
If I'm his teammate, I keep feeding the hot hand, especially since he's been on fire from deep also.
We've got West, and it's Grovit in at the 3 spot. That's Billy Donovan's 5 as we get going here in the second half. White. They get it back.
When he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for them.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
Yeah, you can feel Coach smiling on the sidelines with every offensive board.
And here's West from the arc. Misses the hole. Now shooting 8 for 14. And a big part of perimeter defense, Greg, avoiding screens. What are some of the tricks of the trade in that regard?
Well, sometimes you have to get skinny. Other times it's using your strength. A lot goes into it. Also, you know, getting a cadence for the screener. It's one of the more challenging aspects of NBA defense.
Second half just getting started. About a minute played. There's the triple. That's down the hatch. Knocks one more to his total. That's 9 for 15 shooting.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
To the paint. Here's Dillingham. No problem on the jumper in close. Dillingham's got 6 points.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
West outside. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Passes it to Barry. Here's Salon.
Spurs foul. Lowry, first personal foul. First team foul.
Wembanyama with the rebound. Wembanyama's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. West, that's good.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
To the left wing. Fires the 3. Here's Doherty. And finished off by Doherty.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Yeah, you think you got to stop, and it's wasted because of sloppy work on the glass. You literally practice that every day.
Carroll kicks it to West. And stolen by Dillingham. Oh, he really broke up that transition opportunity. Looks like it'll be a transition take foul. Toronto shooting their first free throw of the night here. And that one falls for White. RJ, what have you noticed about the young players that enter the NBA today?
Unfortunately, the NBA is now tasked with teaching players how to play basketball. The NBA wasn't a teaching league 20 years ago. Now it is. A lot of players are spending their first, second, and even third year learning how to play basketball. That was not always the case. They used to go to college and play for Hall of Fame coaches for 4 years.
For 3, West. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams that are larger.
So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. For 3, West buries it from 3-point range. West has got 35.
He's been dominant all game long. Nobody on the floor can stop him. And look, let's just say he knows it.
Toronto shooting a pretty brutal 29% since the break. Pass to Barry. There's the 3. Connects from 3-point range. Barry's got 5 points so far.
And right now, I don't think he could hit a barn the way he shot this quarter. How about 2 of 10?
And here's West for 3. And again for 3. Barry's his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Barry the pass to Haywood. Here's Clemens. He's got 6. And out of bounds as San Antonio gains possession.
San Antonio ball.
15 seconds left in the third quarter. West outside for the 3. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Yeah, you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
And so it's the San Antonio Spurs enjoying the kind of gigantic lead you almost never see. They've been playing some ferocious defense. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
That wasn't a better pass in the game, almost like he had a sixth sense.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Setting the floor for the Raptors. Pass to Edey. Here's Salon. Lets it go with a 3. Rebound San Antonio. Silva's got his 6th rebound on the night.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far. Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
It's Collins with the drive. Here's Salon. And Silva pulls it down. Silva's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Now, here's Suggs. Tight defense on him. And here is West. Just 5 to shoot. Got it. Good job in the low post. West has got 46 points.
It's just hard to believe that someone can perform at such a high level. They've got to thank him for this lead.
Pass to Edey. Perbet. He's covered by Suggs. Greg, every year we have the Best Teammate Award. What are some of those qualities that you admire in a great teammate?
You know, Kevin, you want guys who make you better and who make it fun to come to work every day. In the end, teammates are like family. So trust, commitment, and just enjoying being with one another, it matters. And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Right wing. Back to Collins. Pass to Edey. Here's Perbet. And the Raptors miss again. And the Spurs with possession. They've got an 8-0 run. Now here's West. Not a lot of room. This one for 3. Rebound by Garcia.
And you could tell he thought he had a little more space, but the defender was right there.
Did a great job closing the gap, making the shooter feel uncomfortable. A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
West against Collins. West with the ball. Just 5 on the clock. Yet another bucket.
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making a GA look all too easy right now. The Raptors have gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the 4th. A lot of misses, just the 1 make. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
And those are the type of shots that just drive coaches crazy. Look, I wouldn't be shocked to see him sitting on the bench if he tries that bad boy again.
Garcia's shot is good.
And as they're trailing in this game, they're trying to stay in it with the triple. They're shooting a lot more of them than they did in the first half.
Here's West. Toronto grabs the miss.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
And Salon gets it to go.
Those are some hustle points. Really bonus points when you put in a miss.
Here's West. And good. There's another.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA, really taking it to the opposition. To the wing right side. And Salon gets it to go. Salon's got 9 points now in just the second half. Barnes finds West. Fires from deep. Connects again from distance. You can tell he is feeling it.
Kevin, he's on fire.
And the chosen one gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. And the league limiting players from making public trade demands. which I guess makes sense. It's a big change from the past, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it saves franchises from being put in a tough spot. Keeps a player's trade value high, which helps the team they're leaving.
Armstrong's checked in for the Spurs. For San Antonio, they've gone 6 of 9 on their field goal attempts since the start of the fourth quarter. Here's West. Dillingham with the rebound. Toronto's gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on three-point attempts here in the fourth.
Spurs foul. Hunt. First personal foul. Third team foul.
And a moment now to look at the scoring approach
Shooting
in terms of
Toronto.
where the points are coming from
At the line
for the
for
Spurs.
Oh, they've done a lot of damage in transition. Every time they see a chance to push the tempo, they're gone.
And we also got to highlight how lackluster the opposition has been in terms of boxing out. This team is flat out bullying them on the offensive glass.
And the Raptors making a change here. And so it's West with it. He brings it up for San Antonio. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And stolen by Garcia. Shoots from the right block. And Dillingham with the basket on the assist from Garcia. Here's West. Here's the three. And again, 60 points. This guy cannot be stopped.
They've had no answer for him in this one.
It's stolen by West. The pass to Hunt. Toronto grabs the miss.
I mean, that can happen to anyone, but it's ugly every time it does.
And you have to feel for him. That's the kind of miss that will stick with you for a little bit.
Dillingham, no good. The Spurs have gotten more than 58% of their attempts to go down for them in the fourth quarter. They're 7 of 12.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
With the way they're shooting, there's no need to look for any other shot. Just keep letting it rain.
And Greg, everyone loves talking trades. Future first-round picks have been moved quite a bit of late, and that's been kind of interesting.
And Kevin, a lot of teams that don't control any of their future first-round picks. With so much pressure to win now, GMs are willing to use draft assets.
Barnes kicks to Armstrong. To the inside. Here's West. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Spurs.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And words can hardly describe the way these guys have come out game after game after game and been dominant facing both conferences. When they hit the 72 win mark, we thought it couldn't continue. And when they rewrite the record books once more, we'll say, wow, we were glad we watched it all. What a team.
And with this win, it gives them a sweep of the season series, even though it's just a brief 2-game.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for the chosen one.
He came up with a bucket every time they needed him to. Great effort on offense, and he was a difference maker.
26 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Shot clock at 6. Here's Salon. Rebound by Armstrong. Left side, West. From downtown. No good. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. So for Richard Jefferson, Greg Anthony, and our reporter David Alden, I'm Kevin Harlan. Thank you for
subbing, yeah. I can't keep a lookout, I got too much that I'm looking at. Bands on top of bands be falling over when my door's slam. I can't pay your bills just like he did, I ain't fine now.